Hey everybody, super excited to just check out Psalm 3 today. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in, just for joining me in this. I hope this has been an encouragement to you. Psalm 1 and Psalm 2, if you haven't seen those yet, you can find them on our YouTube or Facebook as well. But let's just go ahead and dive right into Psalm chapter 3 today and just see what God's Word has for us. And so right away, even at the beginning, the psalm, it says, "Save me, O my God." And it's a psalm of David, and it's a psalm that he wrote, that he had when he was fleeing from something, when he felt trouble, when he felt trials. And so let's go ahead and read it together in Psalm 3 and verse 1. It says, "O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God. But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy hill. I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for you strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people." And I love this psalm. I just love the different things that are happening. See, we're just out here in downtown Hickory. I'm standing in front of this mural behind me of this picture of this nurse and this small child this nurse is caring for. And it says the miracle of Hickory on it. And just for whatever reason, as I was reading through the psalm, this is what came to my mind. Because, you know, David's going through this trial. And he expresses what's happening, he expresses his needs, he expresses the hurt he's feeling even. And you know, there's a little bit of fear there. There's a little bit of just nervous, just scared and just not really sure what's happening. But I just love how David writes in here, because even as he starts with, "O Lord, how many are my foes? Many rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there's no salvation for him in God." He acknowledges the problem. He acknowledges the trouble. He acknowledges what he's feeling. And then he says this word that you see a couple of times, numerous times throughout the Psalms, but a couple of times in Psalm 3 here where it says Selah. This word here, S-E-L-A-H, it says Selah. And really that word means to pause, to think, to ponder on what's being said. And so David's encouraging the people as he does this just to pause, to think about this. And so when I was thinking about this, I was thinking, you know, it just in time, just thinking of nurses and thinking of, you know, hospital workers and these people and how they are people, especially in these times, especially right now in these times that we're facing with the coronavirus, of people who are caring for people who are counting on and trusting and to help them get better and to heal from these things. And it's this picture, this testimony really of God's goodness and of God's grace and His love, because a lot of these nurses, I mean, there's a lot of them that are Christians that are doing this because of the love of God that they've experienced, but a lot of these people aren't even Christian, these nurses, but they're still caring for people, they're still loving people, and we see this beautiful picture in God, this God that we can trust in. This God that cares for us, that loves us, that even no matter what trials, no matter what things are happening, He's there for us. And David writes to that in these next verses. It's so incredible. He says in verse 3, "But you, O Lord," he starts, he expresses his problem, but he follows it up, but you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord, and He answered me from His holy hill. I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. For the Lord sustained me. David expresses this trust in God when he says, "Oh, you are Lord, you're a shield about me. You are the glory, my glory and the lifter of my head." And I cried aloud to you, and he acknowledged that, God, you heard me. It's just a beautiful truth that we have in God. This beautiful testimony that when we cry out to God, when we seek Him, when we pursue Him, He hears our voice. He hears our cries in our times of trouble. He knows that we are anxious. He knows that we are nervous. He knows that we are scared, and He wants us to turn to Him, because David describes that God is a shield about us. He's protecting us. He's watching over us. He loves us and cares for us. I want to say that over and over and over again, because it's this truth that we see in the psalm that David expresses. I lie down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. We can trust in God. Maybe in these times you've been wondering where God is. What's going on? You've been nervous about things. You've been struggling maybe with trust in God. Well, I want to encourage you, this God that David writes about in these Psalms thousands of years ago is the same God that is still watching over, still protecting, still in control, still guiding and directing, still the God that we can turn to, still our shield, still our trust, still the one that as we lay down and sleep wakes us and sustains us, still the one that we can say, I will not be afraid. I will not be afraid of whatever circumstance, whatever situation. And David writes, I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for you strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked. And I love how he closes. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people. And I just want to encourage you, let us trust in God this way. Let us have this kind of trust. No matter what situation you are in your life, no matter what thing is going on, let us have this kind of trust in God. Let us surrender to him. Let us know that he is good, that he is loving, that he cares for us. And let us take a moment of Selah. Let us take a moment just to pause and to think about God's goodness, to think about all of the things he's done for us, all of the ways he's cared for us, all the ways he's cared for his people. And just take a moment today, tomorrow, and every day, and just to pray out to God and just take time to get quiet before him. Just having a moment of Selah. So I hope this can be encouragement to you today, whether it's you're watching it with your family or whether you're just watching it just with yourself. I hope this can be encouragement to you. And I just thank you for listening, and God bless you.